Hello everyone, welcome to Soulful Cooking. This is your host and chef Kranti Talwar. In today's episode, we are going to cook a very delicious dhaba gosht made out of goat meat curry. Now, goat meat is one of my personal favorite red meat, and you will be surprised to know the benefits of goat meat in spite of being a red meat. Now, goat is supposed to burn a lot of your stubborn fats. It's quite surprising, right? Secondly, goat is very low as in calories as compared to other red meats. Like 100 grams of goat meat gives you only 122 calories as compared to chicken, which gives you 168 calories, whereas beef gives you 178 calories. So definitely goat meat becomes a much better choice when it comes to red meats. Goat has high levels of vitamin B12 that makes it a perfect choice to keep cancers away, and also good for your brain. It keeps a lot of stress disorders away and also depression. Goat is an excellent source of iron, and therefore it prevents any kind of iron deficiency or anemia in your body, and therefore it is given to menstruating girls and also to kids with autism. Goat offers a lot of calcium, and therefore it gives a very good bone health. It is the only meat, red meat, which has lower levels of sodium as well as lower levels of cholesterol and saturated fats. So it makes a perfect choice for anybody who's looking for tasty red meats. And this taste which this dish has to offer you, you will love it, I'm sure. Please try it once to believe me. So without any further ado, let's get cooking. In order to cook a good mutton curry, firstly buy a good quality goat meat which comes from a young goat that looks pinkish in color like the picture on the top. The picture on the bottom shows a mature goat that is brownish in color. It takes a long time to cook and it is not even juicy enough. You need 6 large tomatoes and 1/4 beetroot. I did not have 6, hence I am using 4 here. 3 teaspoons of poppy seeds and 8 Kashmiri red chilies soaked in hot water. 1.5 kg of goat meat. 2 teaspoons of Kashmiri red chili powder, half a teaspoon of turmeric, 3 tablespoons of coriander powder, 1 teaspoon of cumin powder, and a mix of 2 teaspoons each of garam masala and meat masala of your choice, and 1 cup curd. 7 each of medium-sized onions, green chilies, big garlic pods, half a bunch of cilantro, and 2 inches of ginger. 3 tablespoons of ghee, 4 bay leaves, 2 black cardamoms, 5 green cardamoms, 5 cloves, 1 teaspoon of black pepper, 1 inch cinnamon. Salt to taste and 3 tablespoons of oil. Give diagonal cuts on the base of tomatoes and blanch them together along with chopped beetroot in a pressure cooker for 2 whistles. For this much meat you need actually 6 tomatoes, but I was falling short of 2. Soak Kashmiri chilies along with poppy seeds in hot water for half an hour. Marinate chunks of mutton for an hour with some salt, turmeric, red chili powder, coriander powder, cumin powder, a mix of meat masala or Malwani masala, whichever you have it in your stock, garam masala, and some curd. Massage this onto the mutton chunks very well. Let this sit in the refrigerator for an hour. Separate the sliced onions by rubbing them together like so in order to facilitate the frying process. Heat 3 tablespoons of oil in a kadai and start frying the sliced onions. Add some salt to speed up the frying. Caramelize them on a medium-high flame. While your onions get caramelized, you can make the paste of spices. For this, grind together some coriander stalks, ginger, garlic, green chilies, red chilies, and soaked poppy seeds along with some water to a very fine paste. The process of frying onions approximately takes about 7 minutes. Once your onions get caramelized, set them aside. In the same kadai, heat about 3 tablespoons of either ghee or oil. Being a dhaba gosht, I am using ghee here. To the heated ghee, add bay leaves, cinnamon, cloves, black and green cardamom, and saute for 30 seconds. Now add the spice mix and saute this for about a minute. Now add the marinated mutton pieces and saute this for about 20 minutes on a medium flame. The secret to a nice juicy mutton curry is a dum cooking, which means letting it breathe in its own aromas and steam, covering it completely so that the steam does not escape. Roughly chop blanched tomatoes. Grind caramelized onions into a fine paste. Add caramelized onion paste to the mutton pieces. Now grind blanched tomatoes and beetroots into a fine puree. Beetroot imparts a great rich color to the tomato puree. This is how you make tomato puree at home. Try not to use the canned version. Now add the tomato puree to your mutton and saute this well. Add about a cup and a half of the tomato beetroot stock to make your gravy. Now cover this and cook with a heavy lid on a medium flame for about 45 minutes. Preferably you can use a heavy bottom pressure cooker without a whistle so that the steam does not escape, but I had a problem with the ring of my pressure cooker. Once ready, garnish this with chopped coriander and serve it with naan, roti or rice as per your preference. Time for a taste test. The best part of the video for me. You see, it turned very tender because we cooked it just enough. Absolutely juicy, very tender, and the gravy is divine. You could have it with either rice, rotis or naan, chapati, whatever you like. Superb. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe now and kindly hit the like button if you like this video.